God, man, I need a haircut. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. We don't have a goalkeeper, as you guys know, as you understand. We lack a man with hands and the capability of using them to save and touch balls. That sounds so wrong. All right. Well, yeah, it looks like Newbell's not coming in. Yeah, there's stories coming in from Florian Plettenberg saying a return to Bayern in January for Newbell is very, very unlikely. So our plan A is out of the window. We can't get Newbell, which is very disappointing. Alexander Newbell, for me, was the best option and the easiest option. We shouldn't be struggling to return our own player to our club. Doesn't that sound weird? The fact that it's our player and we just rented him out. It's like you own a house and you go on vacation, and while you're on vacation for a few months, you just rent your house out to some, other travelers that are traveling to where you left, and they're using your house. And then you prematurely come back. You still have the right to tell them, well, I'm back. I'm sorry. We had an agreement, but get out of my house. Like, you still have that. So, yeah, it's very disappointing that we won't be getting our own player back, which pretty much just closes this chapter of Newbell's Bayern career, because he's never going to play for Bayern. If not now, then when? You really think he's going to be playing for Bayern when Nora comes back? I doubt that very much. So Jan Sommer is more of a serious option now, according to Plettenberg and Sky Sports. The club has contacted his management. Wow. And Sommer would say yes to Bayern, would not force his way out. So Bayern will finally prevent Gladbach from beating us in the second half of the season or drawing against us, because Sommer was usually our problem. Jan Sommer is a really good goalkeeper. He's only 6 foot, but bro, he uses every inch, man. That guy can reach things. He can reach heights I don't think Elon Musk could reach with his rockets. So I wouldn't mind Jan Sommer. I think he's better than Newbell as of now as a goalkeeper. He's 33, 34. That's highly irrelevant. We're just going to have to deal with it. I mean, we're not going to go into a game like PSG with Ulreich in goal. That's not an option. I know we're talking about our goalkeeping search, but bro, we can't go into a season with Ulreich in goal for half of it. That would be very disappointing. And honestly, I blame Neuer for all of this, man. This is so unprofessional. Just for this, the club shouldn't renew his contract. He's old, man. Just let him go. I don't care if he's still world class by the time his contract expires. This annoys me more than him having. This is annoying, man. Now you got me sitting over here trying to, get a goalkeeper. Hey, some team named Lens beat PSG. Who's their goalkeeper? Let's cop him. Let's cop their goalkeeper, man. Samba. Let's sign him. He might be better than who we have. Let's sign that guy, that Lens goalkeeper. Also, some news on Colo Muani. Rahad question. What's up, man? We are getting cooked in the Champions League, sadly. Doesn't matter who we get. This is a lot of hope you have, Cat Liho. You got a lot of hope, G. Summer, please. It's actually winter right now, so I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, we are linked to Colo Muani, Randall Colo Muani, the French striker at Frankfurt. And apparently, United are preparing a $60 million offer in January, while Bayern want the striker in the summer and are in contact with his entourage. Colo Muani, meanwhile, prefers to stay in the Bundesliga for now. If I was Colo Muani, I'd stay at Frankfurt for another year, at least, right? Think about it. This guy left on a free transfer at the age of 23 to Frankfurt, and Frankfurt are in the Champions League. They're in the top 4 race. They can win a trophy. You shouldn't leave. Like, what's the point? You're going to come to Bayern and be on the bench because are you going to start as a striker? Also, we have Matisse Tell, so I don't know why we're even linked to him. It's Lay Queep giving out this news, so I don't trust them. They weren't right on Upamecano. Lay Queep, I believe, kept saying Upamecano was going somewhere else. L'Equipe, I believe, was wrong about Matisse Tell and the timeline that we were taking to sign him. I think for now, it'd be a very unwise move for Rando Colo Muani to even think about leaving Frankfurt. Bro, you've only been there for half a season. You haven't proven your levels yet. So why don't you just stay there, get coached by Oliver Glasner, get better as a footballer, and then think about moving? I don't know why these young players, I mean, look, he's 24, so he's not getting any younger. But look at Nkunku. At least I somewhat respect Nkunku's journey, because Nkunku's 25 and he's still at Leipzig. He's going to be 26 by the time he moves. And he's been at Leipzig for almost 4 years now. So is that not much better than, oh, I was there 2 seasons and I left? Nah, he improved. Nkunku could have left last season and he said, nah, I still got business here. So you got to respect that. You have to. So sometimes young players leave their beginner clubs way too early. I mean, let's be honest, Frankfurt isn't the end all and be all of anyone's career. So I understand Colo Muani knows he needs to leave at some point, but leaving now in January or even that's just stupid considering Frankfurt in the Champions League. You know, who knows? They could just beat Napoli. I think they're playing Napoli, right? They could beat Napoli, get a nice little fluky win, and it could be a completely different story a few years from now. That Colo Muani stayed until he was 26, and then he became a world beater, and then became France international. Because then by the time he's 28, there's another World Cup, and he could be the guy, and he could be a really polished striker. But leaving when you need developing, he's not well developed. He's very raw, right? I'd say he has good decision making. His mind works well. He has a lot of assists. He can connect with his teammates well on the field, but he still has these unnecessary things he does in his game. So why don't you just stay and get coached and get better as a player and then move, right? I would respect that more. Look at Sancho. You know, players should start learning from Sancho that, hey, maybe I shouldn't be going to a club like Manchester United when I'm 21 or 20, right? Jadon Sancho is young, but look at his career. It's downhill. It's just going downhill. He's not even injured. He just can't play because he sucks. I think Sancho's more of a number 10, but look at his career. Went too early. Dembele. If Dembele stayed at Dortmund for just 2 more seasons, dude, he'd be a world beater. Haaland's an anomaly because he was always a robot. But if you're a player, young, and you're at that development club and you're playing well, just stay there, man. Stay there till you win something. If I'm Gio Reyna, I'm not leaving Dortmund for Liverpool anytime soon. If I'm Jude Bellingham's only like 21, right? Nah, Bellingham's 19, bro. If he goes to Liverpool, his career is going to go downhill. I'm just saying it. Dude, stay there till you're 23. There's nothing wrong with staying at Dortmund for 3 more seasons. Learn German, dude. Learn German. And then when you're already world class, you just walk into a Real Madrid midfield. You walk into Manchester United's midfield or Liverpool or Man City's midfield, whichever club you go to. You walk into their midfield. Now you're still Jude Bellingham, you know. He could still be very good, but we don't really know yet. We're just waiting to see. Now you're just, you know, are you really that world class? Bro, stay at Dortmund until your contract expires. Stay another season. Renew it if you have to get Dortmund their money. Players like that, I don't get it. Why are you in a hurry to move? Oh, by 21, I have to be at my dream club. Nah, dude, just take your time. Sancho is declining. Look at the numbers Sancho was pulling out in the Bundesliga, man. Sancho was cooking. He was nutmegging. He was having fun. Then he destroyed that with an expensive move to Manchester United. I would argue if he had gotten to the end of his Dortmund career, which Dortmund wouldn't have liked anyways, but if he had gotten to that end of it, it would have been better for him because he wouldn't have been bought for such a ridiculous amount. It would have been cheaper to sign him because his contract was close to expiring. And it would have been better for him for the whole pressure that's upon him. So young players, man, get better. Get better at this. Cardio Mane. Man, that was my thing, man. I brought that, I made that up. I was like Cardio Mane, Sadio Cardio. Because yeah, he's a cardio merchant, man. He's running around doing all the things he does. Alphonso Davies wants to come to the Premier League. That's just not true. Where'd you hear that? It's like people saying Sane wants to leave Bayern in January. Like, all right, if Sane wanted to leave Bayern, why in January? Why January? Why can't it just be? Oh man. So Moukoko can leave Dortmund for free this summer. Oh, so much for wanting to stay at Dortmund and make a history for himself. I actually think Moukoko just wants a better contract, to be honest. I think he's going to stay at Dortmund. Oh my gosh, bro, he can start talking to other clubs, including Bayern, dude. Why would Dortmund do that to themselves? Dog. Why did they give him a 3-year contract? Oh, you know what I think it is? What if it's like Matisse Tell's contract? Because Tell only has a contract for what looks like 3 years. There's a reason, we never said Tell 2027 or Tell 2025. Because the way his contract works, it's a 3-year contract. You can't sign under 18 players for longer than 3 years. So actually, Tell has a 5-year contract at Bayern. But if you look at it, it says 3 years, 2025. But that contract will automatically like add 2 years as soon as he turns 18. That's just how it works, I believe. That is ridiculous, isn't it? This dude has 3 Bundesliga goals. Tell has 3 Bundesliga goals with 7% of the starting 11 and 12% of the minutes played. That's crazy, bro. This boy is crazy. He cooks. Love that, man. He just needs that first Champions League goal. Remember that great shot outside the box versus Pilsen? Pilsen denied our boy of his glory, man. I'll never forgive you, Victoria. Victoria Pilsen. The hell's going on at Arsenal? Hey, man, I'm not happy with this Arsenal prosperity. I'm sad. It's making me a little bit sad. Okay, well, in other news, Bayern, according to Bild, which I have a tendency to just distrust for a lot of reasons, because Bild have been spewing a lot of bull crap in the last few seasons. But Bayern have contacted Kevin Trapp's representatives and inquired about whether a move would be an option for him. Trapp is unlikely to be against joining Bayern, right? I mean, any goalkeeper in the Bundesliga would like to join Bayern. Even Dortmund fans act like Kobel is like some unique specimen. Bro, if we come in and his contract is nearing that expiration date, and he has proven himself at Dortmund for a few more seasons, he's gonna join. So don't act like he's invincible. Nah, man, it's Bayern. We pay more, and we're in the same league that you're familiar to. We speak the same language. Bayern is just a better alternative for every single Bundesliga player. There's a reason Sané comes to Bayern, because we're paying him, and he's playing in his home country with his friends. So what this stupid logic that Koba would never join Bayern, Moukoko would never join Bayern. Never, really? For real? What about Mats Hummels? When he was supposed to be, well, I mean, to be fair, Hummels grew up in our academy. Dortmund poached him, trying to buy the league again, Borussia Dortmund. And then we brought our youngster back home because he felt terrorized at Dortmund. And then we sold them back to Dortmund. God damn, Hummels is just moving back. He's like two parents that got a divorce, and the kids just moving in between dad and mom, just staying with dad in the summers, staying with mom, just moving in weekends with dad, weekdays with mom. We did that to Hummels, man. We're just moving them back and forth. So Eintracht wants to extend Trapp's contract beyond 2024. So yeah, we are looking at Kevin Trapp. Honestly, Trapp isn't as great as someone like Sommer. I think Sommer's the best alternative. Also, Sommer's free. Yeah, I mean, it is free. The Sun's free. No, I mean, it's going to be cheaper. There's no way Gladbach are going to get 5 million out of us for a player's contract that expires. Maybe they see the desperation. Bro, if we can't sign a goalkeeper for less than 4 million or 3 million, let's go into a season with Ulreich, man. Let's see what happens, man. Ulreich might turn into, a nice little prime Neuer, bro. Who knows? Ulreich might turn into Neuer versus Algeria in 2014. Just start making some impossible saves, halfway line, sweeper keeping. Who knows, man? Ulreich is the GOAT. We need to start propping up Ulreich. But doesn't this reveal the fact that we should have never loaned out Newbell? We should have made Newbell go, hey, we'll phase you into the team, slowly. Manchester United have a better backup goalkeeper than we do. How is that possible? Arsenal have Matt Turner. I'd take Matt Turner. Bro, why don't we do that? Yeah, man. He's good with his feet. 28, really tall. And he's American. My boy, Matt Turner. You know what I'm saying? Let's bring him in, man. Bring Matt Turner in. Bring him in. Or we can loan Allison or Ederson, Just try to upset Liverpool. I think Allison's legit like a Bayern fan. Because one, he's German. No one ever thought about this. I think Allison would join Bayern. He's German. He speaks German. Well, German Brazilian, He was born in Brazil, but I think, his family, his roots are German. So I wouldn't mind Allison, man. And he's a fanboy of Neuer. You see him in his comments. The GOAT, the best. Because he really is. He probably grew up with his family speaking German. And he just watched Germany and supported Germany to a certain extent. And just liked Neuer. Wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Also, why can't we go to Serie A? Why are we only looking at the Bundesliga? I'm sure there's a goalkeeper in Serie A that speaks English. Right? Bro, come on. Serie A goalkeepers. Or Ligue 1. We got French-speaking defenders. How about Rui Patricio? Dude, we could go, I'd even take Szczesny, man. I was about to say Ospina, but hell nah, bro. Hell nah. Dude, there's goalkeepers out there. We're just not looking hard enough. We got to find them, man. We got to find them. There's a French guy, and he's waiting for that big opportunity. We should. It shouldn't be this hard. Also, Bayern have a deadline, I think, of 2 weeks. Magnin, if you think Magnan's going to leave AC Milan for Bayern Munich to be our backup goalkeeper when Neuer comes back, actually, hey, maybe you guys are right. Maybe he doesn't come in to be a backup in the future, but he proves himself and gets into our starting 11. Who knows? I doubt he would leave AC Milan, though, because goalkeeping careers are different, right? For a goalkeeper, it's about being there long-term, playing every game, right? Your job is more, I'd say it's the easiest role. Maybe not. Maybe it's like one of the easier jobs as a footballer, but it's really dependent on your genetics. I mean, your reflexes, you can't train them to a certain degree. I mean, you can train them to get faster, but, if you want to have those cat-like reflexes, you just need the reflex. You need that genetics, man. The power and the explosiveness to dive, to jump really high, and you need to be tall and fast off your line. You need to be aware, so constant thing. So, it's harder to, I'd say it's easier to be a great goalkeeper than it is to be a great striker. Because then you actually have to score. You have to play against the goalkeepers and the defenders. Well, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Allison is not a good goalkeeper. If you think that, I don't know what to say to you. Why not Meslier? Is that bro? You've been saying that. You might. Nah, that's the Leeds guy. Nah. Get out. Nah, man. Look, I have a very short attention span when it comes to goalkeepers. As soon as I see you do one thing I don't like, you're a bum to me. So I'm not exactly sure if Meslier, whatever his name is the guy we need. I think that's just I watched him against Liverpool. Or was it Liverpool? I know it was Leeds. Leeds concede a lot of goals. So yeah, I don't know. He's also really skinny. Like, bro, I have more weight than him, and I'm shorter. I'm 6'1", 6 foot, whatever it is. I don't know. and he's 6'4", and I have 20 pounds on him. Come on, dude, 20 pounds? That bro, look how skinny he is. Nah, man, needs to add some muscle or just like as a goalkeeper, you can't have too much muscle. If you do, your body's gonna be stiff, right? You want to be very, flexible. But how does Meslier make himself look big? That would be very hard for him to do because he still looks the same size. So that's just my opinion. I'm sure he could be a good goalkeeper at some point, but he needs a lot of training. And he's 22. That's too young. You want a goalkeeper that's 25, getting into their prime. You don't want them when they're young, making them own goal mistakes, making saves. I don't know. I just think it's too early. What about Handanovic? Did you see the Inter previews I did? You guys see that? Nah, Handanovic ain't the guy, man. He's finished. Maybe in like 2019 he was like really good. 2020 to a certain extent. I left Liverpool game to watch your live. Well, as long as Liverpool's losing, you won't miss much. Liverpool suck, man. Jurgen flop, man. What's Jurgen doing, man? Oh my God, they're losing 2 goals. Yo, Liverpool are stinky. Oh my gosh, Spurs, Liverpool just suck. Oh my goodness, Liverpool might not even make Europa League, dude. They're not going to make the top 4. No way. I don't think they're better than Man United. Honestly, Chelsea just need a win, and they'd be level on points with Liverpool because Liverpool would have more games than Chelsea. So, hey, Liverpool stink, and I'm here for it, baby. I'm here for it. Arsenal play Newcastle, which I think they could do really, really well in that. Man United are only 4 points away from Man City. Hey, they might be in the, bro, that's awesome, man. I love seeing Liverpool's demise. It couldn't happen to a better club, man. They stole Thiago from us and gave us this bum Mane to infiltrate our team and break down our attacks. I can't, in good faith, like Liverpool in any way, shape, or form. I used to tolerate them because, they didn't have Thiago and they didn't give us Mane. I used to tolerate Liverpool. After they took Thiago, my baller, Thiago Alcantara, and ruined his career. Look at Thiago. My boy's chasing shadows against Brentford. This guy should be winning Champions Leagues at Bayern, not doing what he's doing at Liverpool. Come on, man. Got my boy, getting cooked by a midfield of James Ward-Prowse. Come on, man. This is disgusting. Despicable me out here. Do you like Unai Simon? We're not going to sign him, so it doesn't matter what I think. They conceded another, but VAR saved them. Oh, my God. Yeah, I know Konate better than Upamecano. What's going on here? I'll be seeing that Tate guy too much, man. I really just did this on demand. Oh, my gosh, man. What's wrong with me? Well, that's just hilarious. I was just putting my hands up. Oh, that was funny. Okay, well, so Unai Simon, not Unai Simon. What was I about to say? You asked me a question. Someone said Sky signed Ronaldo as a mascot. Easy UCL. Thiago is the only playing good in LFC's game. Oh, yeah. So these Liverpool fans, these Konate is better than Upamecano. He's better because he plays in the Premier League for Liverpool. Shut up, you pricks. All right. Where's Konate at now? Where's that boy at? Where is he at? All right. Out here conceding own goals. Upamecano doesn't concede own goals. He assists goals, bruh. There's a difference. Wait, I think Upa did concede 1 own goal this season. Good Scouse accent. Yeah. I'm from Liverpool, and we have Jurgen Klopp. We have Mo Salah, Egyptian king. Salah. Salah. I just know Liverpool. They have it all. Nunez missed another open goal too. Oh my gosh, Darwin Nunez, my stocks. I betted against Nunez, man, like the 2018 or 2008 market crash. I betted against the housing market. I betted against Nunez. I told y'all that bastard sucks, man. Upamecano. Hey, you guys seen that song by Villa Dream? Oh my gosh. They're saying Enzo Fernandez is done. Benfica's going to get 120 million. That ain't a good deal, man. That's because they're doing it in January. Why can't clubs just be patient? I mean, Chelsea, this is why I'm saying Todd Bowley. You know, Todd, no one named Todd knows anything about ball. Like, you don't know ball if your name is Todd and you're from freaking Illinois in the U.S. You don't know ball, right? He just had a little bit more patience. He'd get a 30% discount in the summer. Well, because the contract is closer to expiring every summer that goes. Also, you can get Enzo Fernandez to kind of push his way out because it's not in the middle of the season. Now he's being respectful towards Benfica, which is a good sign of a player that can be respectful. But if he comes in and doesn't immediately adapt, everyone's going to be talking about the 120 million you paid for him. It's stupid, right? If Bayern did this deal, first of all, we would spend 8 months being linked to the player, right? And sometimes we might lose out, but it's going to be enough pressure to keep the club that we're, battling against, that owns the player, to keep thinking, oh man, Bayern are just waiting. They don't need him. In negotiation, if you look desperate and look as though if you don't have this deal, your life ain't going to be good, then I can charge you whatever I want. I could just charge you 120 million plus 10 million in add-ons. But if you act like I don't need it, even if I fail this deal, I'm good, then they're going to be like, oh, crap, damn, he doesn't really need it. And this player is going to leave for free if I keep him here for another year or two. He's going to push his way out, and they can get him then, and he's still going to be young. We got to get something out of this now. And then they'll be like, how about 70 million? And then you're like, all right, nah, we'll give you 55 million plus 10 million in add-ons. It's going to add up to 65 million, which is almost 70 million. That's how you negotiate. You don't just go in and say, January window, we want Enzo Fernandez. Why can't you just cope? Maybe get a loan player. Get some loan like Spurs did with Kulusevski. Bro, just get a loan player, right? Or go to Juventus. Bro, Chelsea could make their lives so much easier. If you go to Juventus and go, hey, we want Locatelli, that might be better than anything you could do, especially considering Juve are in a crisis. I'm surprised Bayern haven't gone in and just looked at Locatelli and said, we want you. So, yeah, Chelsea are stupid. Same thing they did with Lukaku, just spending all that money because they were desperate. But if they were just smart and went, what striker exists out there that can be a good stopgap? And then they used their recruitment. They could have even ended up with someone like Choupo-Moting, and people would have laughed at them until he scored 5 goals. And then it was like, oh, that's good business from Chelsea. And then when you go to Inter and you're like, hey, we need a striker, and Inter's like, no, we want money. You could be like, well, we already have a striker that's giving us goals. We want Lukaku. We'll give you 55 million and 25 million in add-ons. Bro, that's how you negotiate. You don't act desperate, man, because now you're in a bad position. Happy New Year, Sebastian Doser. We don't need Locatelli. No. I would love Locatelli, man. Instead of that, player we just signed, Limer. I'd love Locatelli. Manuel Locatelli. Locate the players, man. That guy's passing range is wicked crazy. I know he's at Juve, so I am officially just not paying attention to anything that happens with his career right now. That's the kind of player you get that might be better. I mean, he's playing for what's his name? What's that bum manager's name? The one at Juventus, Allegri, Max Allegri. Bro, he's playing for that guy. So just discount anything you see at Juve. I mean, all their players are linked to a different club. And they're linked to Livakovic too. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. He has fallen off, George. Yeah, but he's playing for Max Allegri, bro. Bowlers don't just stop being bowlers. All right, boys. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Mia San Mia, and peace.